fast, cars honked loudly, and no one had time to notice a poor woman named Ada. Ada was homeless. Every night, she slept on a piece of old cloth under a broken street light. She had no family, no friends, and sometimes no food for 2 days. But Ada had something special. She had a kind heart. One cold rainy night, Ada was shivering under her thin blanket when she heard a strange sound. It was a weak groan. She turned her head and saw a man lying in the gutter, his clothes soaked in rain, his face pale. People walked past him. No one stopped. Ada's heart beat fast. She quickly ran to him. "Sir, can you hear me?" she shouted. The man's lips moved slowly. "Here, help me." Without thinking twice, Ada lifted him. He was heavy and dragged him under a street light. She covered him with her only blanket. She took the little bread she had saved for the night and pressed it into his hand. "Eat, please," she whispered. She ran to a nearby shop and begged the owner for water. The shopkeeper looked at Ada and frowned. "You again? You have no money. Please, he will die," Ada begged. After some hesitation, the shopkeeper gave her a bottle of water. Ada returned and made the man drink the water. All night, she sat beside him, keeping him warm. She didn't sleep. By morning, a black car stopped in front of them. Two men in suits jumped out. "Sir, we've been looking for you," they cried. Ada blinked in confusion. "Sir," the weak man smiled at her. "You saved my life, and you don't even know who I am." Ada tilted her head. "Who are you, sir, please?" The man looked at the men in suits, then back at Ada, and said, "My name is Michael DK. I am," he paused, breathed heavily, "a millionaire." Ada's eye went wide. She almost dropped the bottle of water in her hand. The man helped Michael into the car, but before leaving, he held Ada's hands tightly. "You will never sleep on the street again," he promised. And that was how Ada's life began to change in a way she could never imagine. The black car drove away, leaving Ada standing her broken street light. Her heart was racing. Did that really just happen? Did I save a billionaire's life? For 2 days, Ada went back to her normal life, begging for food, sleeping under street light. But something felt different. She kept remembering Michael's tired smile and his words, "You will never sleep on the street again." On the third morning, just as the sun rose, the same black car pulled in front of her. The driver stepped out and opened the door. "Ada?" he asked. "Yes," she replied nervously. "Mr. DK wants to see you. Please come with me." Ada climbed into the car. It was soft inside, like sitting on clouds. She had never been in such a luxury car before. They drove for a long time until they reached a huge white mansion with tall gates and flowers everywhere. The air smelled sweet, like fresh bread and roses. Michael was waiting for her in a wheelchair. He looked much stronger now. When he saw Ada, his face lighted up. "Welcome, my hero," he said. Ada smiled shyly. "Sir, please, I'm not a hero, sir. I only did what anyone would do. Michael shook his head and said, No, Ada. Hundreds of people passed me that night. You were the only one who stopped. He took her inside. The house was like something out of a dream. Golden walls, sparkling light, and a carpet so soft, her feet sank into them. Michael introduced her to his staff. From today, Ada lives here. She's under my protection. Ada's eyes filled with tears. I don't know how to thank you, sir. Michael's voice became serious. Then promise one thing. Never lose that kind of heart of yours. It's more valuable than gold. For the first time in years, Ada slept in a warm bed that night. She ate real food until her stomach was full. But somewhere in the shadows of that big mansion, a pair of eyes watched her closely. Not everyone was happy to see Ada there, and someone was already planning to make her life miserable. The next morning, Ada woke up to the smell of fried eggs and fresh bread. She smiled as she dressed in new clothes Michael's staff had given her, but as she stepped into the dining room, she noticed a woman staring at her with sharp, cold eyes. It was Madame Grace, Michael's personal assistant. She had been with him for over 10 years, and she didn't like Ada one bit. So this is the street girl, Madame Grace said, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Ada forced a smile. Good morning, ma. Grace didn't reply. She turned to Michael. Sir, this girl doesn't belong here. People like her will only bring trouble. Michael's voice was firm. Grace, Ada stays, that's final. Grace's eyes narrowed. She said nothing, but in her heart she had made a decision. Ada had to go. That night when Michael was asleep, Grace sneaked into his study and made a phone call. She's here, Grace whispered. Do it tomorrow. The next day, Ada was walking in the garden where two men in black jackets approached her. Mr. Dickey sent us to take you somewhere. One said with a fake smile. Ada frowned, but he didn't tell me. Before she could finish, they grabbed her arms and pulled her towards the gate. Ada struggled to let go. Suddenly, a deep voice shouted, Stop! Michael's driver, Chuka, came running. He pushed the men away and stood in front of Ada like a shield. I knew something was wrong, Chuka said, glaring at them. Mr. Dickey never sent for her. The men ran off. Ada was shaking. Michael was furious when he heard that happened. He called the police. Immediately, when they checked security cameras, they saw Madame Grace talking to the men the night before. Grace was arrested as she was taken away. She hissed Ada, this isn't over. That evening, Michael called Ada to his study. I owe you my life, Ada, he said softly. And now you owe me yours. We are family now. From today, you are not just someone I help, you are my daughter. Ada's eyes filled with tears. She hugged him tightly for the first time in her life. She felt really safe. Outside the mansion, a city light twinkled. Ada looked out the window and whispered to herself, from the street light to the spotlight. And deep down she knew this only the beginning of her brand new life. The moral lesson of the story is always humble yourself and be kind to others. because you don't know who you'll meet one day. Please, thank you for watching this story from beginning to the end. Please subscribe for more interesting story like this. Bye bye. See you.